As day turns to night and we say hello to summer, Lowe's Motor Speedway ushers in the longest and possibly the most unpredictable race of the season. Welcome race fans to the Coca-Cola Racing Family 600. I'm your commentator and driver of the number 21 Rockwell Automation Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing, Mikey McBlam, and we're getting set for NASCAR's marathon race, a long and grueling 400-mile race that will test not only the endurance of the driver, but the car as well. Who will hold out to make it to victory lane? We're about to find out, but first, let's go trackside.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
The engines have fired here at Lowe's Motor Speedway and 43 cars are ready for the marathon. Here's MRN with the starting lineup.
Here's the starting lineup. In the front row are the Dale Jr. Chevrolet and the Target Dodge. In the second row are the Home Depot Pontiac and the Rubbermaid Ford. Starting the race from row 3 are the Kellogg Chevrolet and the 29 car. The fourth row has the Valvoline Pontiac and the Pennzoil Chevrolet. Starting the race from row 5 will be the 27 car and the Tide Ford. Gordon, the NASCAR Winston Cup points leader, will start towards the front. In row 7 are the Lowe's Chevrolet and the 109 car. Starting the race from row 8 are the 21 car and the Napa Auto Part Chevrolet. And in row 9 are the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge and the Altel Ford. Starting in row 10 will be the 103 car and the 142 car. In row 11 are the 122 car and the Interstate Batteries Pontiac. In row 12 are the Mark Martin Ford and the Ganassi Racing Dodge. Row 13 finds the 63 car and the Team Rusty Ford. The 14th row has the Kodak Chevrolet and the 161 car. In row 15 are the Singular Wireless Chevrolet and the 45 car. Starting the race from row 16 are the America Online Chevrolet and the Hamlin Ford. Row 17 has the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge and the Square D Chevrolet. Starting in row 18 will be the Caterpillar Dodge and the 46 car. In row 19 are the 98 car and the DeWalt Power Tools Ford. In row 20 are the Citgo Ford and the UAW Delphi Chevrolet. Back in row 21 we have the 26 car and the M&M's Pontiac. Rounding out the field is the 16 car.
And there you have it, guys. There is the starting lineup for the Coca-Cola Racing Family 600 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jimmy Spencer will start on the front row. The lights are about to come up, the sun's about to go down, and the race is about to start. Great flags in the air. Got a little bit loose going into turn 1 that time. I always forget how loose third gear is In the low downforce setup, we lost a couple of spots. Ooh, big run by Jeremy Mayfield. You get into the 12 of Ryan Newman just a little bit. Looks like Tony Stewart has pulled out to the lead. Ooh, really loose off of 4. We do manage to save it. Still to the inside of Ryan Newman. Contact as we go into turn 1 and 2. On the apron just a little bit. That's scrubbing us off a little bit of speed as we're trying to get to the inside. Looks like a fantasy driver who looked like he tried to come down to get to the inside of Jeff Gordon, aka Jonathan Wolf. Couldn't quite get there. Wolf comes down to block. We'll move back up into the 15th spot as we're trying to look to the inside. Thinking about making it 3 wide. Not sure if we want to do that going into turn 1 and 2, but we're not gonna. We're gonna go ahead and back out of that, and we're 3 wide anyway. Ooh, as we get into Jeremy Mayfield just a little bit. Or is that Bill Elliott? That might be Bill Elliott. That is Bill Elliott. Okay, we got the 103 car behind us, who's actually getting a really good run through here. He's following us right on through as we get to the inside of Jamie McMurray. A little tight off of the turn there, Oscrow. It's tight, but tight racing off of turn 4 there. We moved up another spot. We're going to go 3 wide into turn 1 and 2 and take a couple of spots away to move into 12th. Oh, but here comes Steve Park battling back on the outside. But we should be fine. We should be able to get the momentum and carry it through turns 3 and 4. And we clear him off of 4. And we'll move into 12th now to try to work on this and try to get ourselves into the top 10. Got a really I can't talk today. We have a really decent car, surprisingly. If you guys saw last week, the Winston, we didn't do too well. The car was just tight, surprisingly. So I have taken the wedge down. We got a little bit of contact with Michael Waltrip there. We're trying to get into the top 10, but he's blocking. So we're going to try to move into 11th. Looks like we could try to get him here in turns 1 and 2. Clip the apron just a little bit. Car wiggled a little bit on us, but we do pull the slide job off and managed to almost clear him. We're going to come up the cover. He's had to run a little bit on the outside, had to block it there. But we should be able to gap him here in turns 3 and 4 as he just kind of lets the 103 car go. He's got a real motor, that rookie back there. I'm not sure who that is. Not sure who's running the 103 car. I remember the names, and it's not the numbers. I can't put the name to the number just yet for the fantasy drivers, but I'll get there. Most likely, probably towards second half of the season. As we're coming up on what looks like to be Terry Labonte. Here comes that 103. Man, he is just so fast. Terry Labonte gives us the room. And we've cracked the top 10 slightly. Yes, we do clear him. 103 car is still coming, though. These guys are running the top lane, surprisingly. We're catching up to Johnny Benson here. Yeah, but these guys are running the top lane, and we're just hugging the bottom. We've got, like, I don't want to say it's Jurassic Park level car. A little contact going into 3 with Johnny Benson. He's a little wiggly up on the top side of the track. That's going to give us the advantage as we hold our line, pull up right in front of him, and clear him off of 4. But as I was saying before, the Winston, we didn't do too well. We had a really tight car and just couldn't hang it on the bottom like we needed to. We just couldn't get the speed. If someone was pinching us, we were pretty much done. But now we've that kind of forced me to lower the wedge down a whole round, and I'm actually running pretty well, I'd say. So we've cracked the top 10. Let's see if we can pick up a few more spots. And just for your information, this is my second time recording this. I tried to record this yesterday before I took off. I had to go run and do some stuff later in the evening. But I'm actually recording this early this morning again. But I was trying to record it last night, and we were catching up. We got a big run on Jimmy Spencer there. But I was trying to record it last night, or rather, yesterday afternoon. I was trying to record it, and I was doing fine. There was contact between Jonathan Wolf and I. I was running 4th, and he forced the issue. It was around like lap 19. He just forced the issue when pit stops were happening, and I was trying to avoid a car that was coming off a pit road, and he tried to make it in there 3 wide. He caught my left rear. I overcorrected a little bit and put it in the wall, unfortunately, but that wouldn't have happened if he didn't catch my left rear. So I wound up falling back to 10th, and I was running 10th for quite some time, and then we had a power flicker because it was storming here. So when the power flickered, I lost that progress, so I was very upset about that, especially for the fact that Amy Hicks, of all people, was starting on the pole, and she was leading. She had led most of the race, and I was just like, this is really cool right now. You know, I was, going back to the whole, the whole what if meme and everything, but I was like, this is actually really cool, but unfortunately, we won't see that, so... I mean, I do have some of that footage, but like the race isn't finished. So, I mean, I was like, well, I'll just do it again the next day because I was a little bit upset. Ooh, wow, we shot up the racetrack big time. Did not expect that to happen. We've worked our way into 8th. The tires are worn. So we just got to be a little bit more conservative right now. I think we're just kind of pushing it just a little bit too hard as we're catching up to miss one of the Charlotte natives, not natives, but one of the Charlotte dominators, that's Jimmy Johnson, though he has not solidified himself as that just yet. We work our way to the inside of Jimmy, looking to the inside of Kurt Busch, trying to work our way into the top 5, and as I said in the All-Star race, our tires don't fall off just as bad as the rest of the AI does here at Charlotte. So it's always been a semi-advantage. So now that we have better equipment, that is really starting to show a little bit. And I've always run around this position. And I haven't won a Charlotte race yet here in career mode. So, and even in season mode, I have not won a Charlotte race. So, well, actually, no, that's not true. I did win one, but it wasn't a season race. It was just a quick race exhibition, and I did win over Jimmy Johnson, of all people. Oh, we got a smoker up ahead. That looks like our teammate. That was our teammate. Oh man, our teammate blows his engine. He's gonna go out of the race here on lap 16. Oh man. So normally, in real life, that would worry the rest of your teammates and everything, that, when an engine lets go, but here, you can tweak your own engine, so you just kind of make do here. So we're trying to catch up to Jonathan Wolf. He's up in the 4th spot. Dale Jarrett's running 3rd. Like I said, I'm going to just assume that either Dale Earnhardt Jr. or Tony Stewart are leading this race. I'm going to assume that they're running 1-2. See, we got our tires warning, and there is Heartbreak, who is about to come down pit road. Man, he was running really well too, so that's really unfortunate. But in the previous one, he actually started like 35th, so his track has not been good to him. Really has not been good to him. We're really pushing this engine really hard too. We're like right on the cusp. Really on like that, we're right at the red line when we get off of get into turn 1 and 2. So we come off of 4, trying to be as clean as possible. Pit stops are happening already. So working our way into the top 5, and we start at 15th, so that is not bad. That is really good, actually. I did not expect it to have this kind of speed, but the aero has definitely helped out quite a bit. And definitely loosening up the car, taking a round of wedge out, really helped out. So we're slowly but surely catching up to Jonathan Wolf here, but I don't know if we got anything for him. I feel like we've kind of like settled in the place that we are right now. It's like this is probably where our car just kind of maxing out. So like I said, I don't know if we have anything for him. Leader's not too far ahead. I mean, he's far ahead, but I can see him. Not just on the map either. Like I can see him All right, leaders are starting to pit, and we're going to go ahead and come in with them. Bring it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Ooh, boy. It's always a scary entry. That's weird. Tire pressure's at 25, and our wedge is at 0. I'm gonna, yeah, that's weird. I had my tire pressure at 15 and wedge at -1 before, so I don't know if that's a glitch or something, or it just didn't save the setup, which makes me wonder about the All-Star race now, so maybe that was a factor. But I don't know. Anyway, nice clean 4-tire pit stop hoping for here. There's Ricky Craven pulling in behind us. 15.3 seconds. Very good, guys. Good job. We're out and away, coming out 10th. Spotter just let us know that the track is clear, so you know what? We're going to cheese it a little bit, and we're going to just go ahead and get back on the racetrack. Let's see now where things are going to shake out. Okay, got some more leaders coming down pit road this time by. There's the leader who's just came down pit road. We should, I'm kind of curious as to where we're going to cycle out now. 9th, 8th. This should be the last couple of rounds here. We're actually cycled out 5th right now. And I believe that's Jeff Gordon up ahead. Jeff Gordon, aka Jonathan Wolf. So we didn't lose any spots. We didn't lose anything. We didn't gain anything. Actually, we gained no, I think we're about the same distance we were from him before. He's actually pulling away a little bit because he's got slightly fresher tires.
Keep coming, we're getting there.
5.6 seconds off the lead. Yeah, we pretty much came out right where we pitted, so I'm not going to complain about that. I'm going to call that a win. I'm going to call that a successful pit stop. Because, you know, as we all know, pit stops can make or break you in this game, especially in career mode. Well, season mode too. Season mode, your pit stop's always slower than the AI, but herein, unless you're playing as if you're playing as a custom driver, your pit stops are always slower. At least on this console version, anyway. We got some lap traffic up here to contend with now. And look at Mark Martin. Mark Martin has been steadily gaining on us. And he's getting a big run down the back straightaway. He is just flying right now. I don't know if we can keep him behind us and maintain this top 5. And we bottomed out just a little bit there. I think we did. Thought I heard it, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, he's right on our back bumper. I don't know if we should force an issue underneath these guys. We're going to try to go high. Oh, he slows down. We have to come down to block Mark Martin. Oh boy, yeah. Okay, so these guys are racing side by side. I'm going to try to make it 3 wide into turn 3 and 4. Couldn't quite get there in time. Oh, but he's stuck up behind Chad Chaffin. We're going to give a little bump to Casey Kane as we come out of turn 4. We're going to clear Kane this time by. Mark Martin is held up by Chad Chaffin. His would-be teammate, anyway, since he's running the 16, but technically Chad Chaffin is not with Roush Racing. And, whoa, he got held up a lot. He got held up a whole lot. He did not get around that lap traffic well at all. But that will cost us time on Jeff Gordon. Don't know if we can catch the 24. Yeah, we're about 3 seconds back from him right now. We're catching him a little bit. I mean, I think we can get up to him. But man, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough ride. You know, I'm gonna have to just pretty much hit these turns and hit these corners perfectly now, and to make sure. But you know, I got tire wear now. Like, you know, I'm not as good as I was when I came out of the pit stops. So 6.3 back off the lead, and lap traffic is going to play a role anyway. So I've just got to kind of make sure that I do well and just kind of hit my marks here while they're up there battling. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This is going to be interesting. 6.8. Yeah, we're actually losing time on the leader right now, so we're definitely nowhere near as good as we were. Overdrove that just a little bit. Like I said, I'm pushing this car a little bit too. I'm pushing this car to its maximum right now. So we're catching up to Kenny Schrader and what looks like Jamie McMurray, who've gone a lap down. Oh boy, it's gonna make things interesting. We're coming to 11 to go right now. And oh, we actually caught up a little bit. Okay, so 5.8 off the lead right now. And Jonathan Wolf is within our sights. There's our teammate Robbie Gordon not having a good run here at Charlotte, or Lowe's rather. But he's gonna maintain, he's gonna stay up high. He's giving us room. I appreciate that, teammate. As we come off of 4. With Jonathan Wolf's within our sights, we might be able to get 4th. 5.1 off the lead, getting about 2/10 a lap. But I don't think we have enough laps, and good grief, Ron Hornaday just kind of came down. He was running up top, and we had the momentum, and he just came down. I guess he was trying to block, and now we have damage on the car, so I don't know what kind of role that's going to play. We've got 10 laps to go, about to come around to 9 laps to go this time around. Oh boy, this is... Yeah, like I said, we're gaining about 2/10 a lap right now, but I don't think we have enough. I just don't think we have enough. You know, if they keep getting held up by this lap traffic, but we can also get held up by lap traffic, so like I said, I just don't know. But we are catching Jonathan Wolf right now, so we may have a shot at 4th. We're just going to have to try to give it as valiant of an effort as we can. Crew chief lets us know the tires are worn. Caution is out. Caution is out with 8 laps to go here at Lowe's Motor Speedway for the Coca-Cola 600. Let's see what happened. And it looks like we had some debris off of the 4 of Jeff Purvis. Wasn't that much debris, but might have been enough to blow a tire or something like that. Yeah, he definitely... Actually, that was a big piece of debris that fell off. So this is going to make things interesting. We're going to restart single file. We're not going to pit. We're going to get some guys that are going to get the wave around. But man, here we go, coming back to the line. Green flag's back in the air.
1 second, just 1 second back. The 6 car, that's gonna run on you.
We had a big restart, a good restart. Wow. I did not expect to have this good of a restart. As we're hanging right with these guys, and we're about to get a big run on Jonathan Wolf. We go into turns 3 and 4. Wolf comes down the block. The bump and run shoves him up the racetrack. We're in 3rd, and it looks like Jonathan Wolf's going to fall back to about 6th or 7th. That cost us some time on the leaders, but we might be able to catch them. 0.2 seconds back. We're running 3rd. Dale Earnhardt Jr. within our sights. Tony Stewart leading. Mark Martin just a little under a second back. We're coming to the white flag this time by. We're running on the high side to try to get us some momentum. We get that momentum as here we come. White flag in the air. 1 to go. Here we go down into turn 1 and 2. As we got a big run on Dale Earnhardt Jr. We're going to look to his inside, draft him a little bit down the back straightaway. Here we come into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Side by side, contact as we go into turn 4. Off of 4 for the final time, Tony Stewart is going to win the Coca-Cola Racing Family 600, and we will come in 2nd. Followed by Dale Earnhardt Jr., Mark Martin, and Ryan Newman will round out the top 5. Man, what an ending.
Not many drivers led a lap in this race.
Yeah, I guarantee you there's at least 35 or 40 other drivers who wish they had seen the lead.
The 21 car doesn't look any different than when he started this race.
And that'll be a relief on the old wallet, too. Costs big money to keep these NASCAR Winston Cup cars in tip-top shape week in and week out. When you don't damage them on race day, helps save a lot of time and a lot of money.
Well, it's been a great night of racing. We thank you for joining us. Next up is Dover.
Okay guys, so here are the race results for the Coca-Cola Racing Family 600 here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. Tony Stewart is your race winner, and we made a valiant effort to come from 15th all the way up to 2nd place. Maybe with a few more laps we could have got that win, but who knows. Dale Earnhardt Jr. finishes 3rd, Mark Martin finishes 4th, Ryan Newman's in 5th, 6th place is Jonathan Wolf, 7th place is Ricky Rudd, 8th place is Amy Hicks, very good from 25th to 8th place, 9th place is Sterling Marlin from 24th to 9th, and rounding out the top 10 is Jimmy Johnson. And here is the rest of the field where you can pick out your favorite driver. Winner's purse for $259,000, 1 caution, 2 lead changes, time of race 24:35 thereabouts, average speed 126 miles per hour roundabouts, and the margin of victory 0.63 seconds. Excuse me. And it looks like the only car that really fell out of the race was our teammate Kevin Harvick. I saw him going down with that blown motor on lap 16. Very unfortunate for him. He was doing really well, so this is going to be a little bit of a sting to the point standing. Let's see how many cars finished on the lead lap. And we have about 29 cars finishing on the lead lap. And yeah, so pretty standard for Lowe's. And here are the point standings after the Coca-Cola Racing Family 600 at Lowe's. Jonathan Wolf is still your points leader, only 6 points ahead of Dale Earnhardt Jr. I'm gonna just go ahead and assume that contact didn't help, but you know, few laps to go. I'm trying to race for a win. He came down the block, fair game. Mark Martin is in 3rd, and look where we have placed. We have moved up to 4th place. Mark Martin's 147 points back, but we're only 179 points out of the lead. That's not going to stick, and I'll get into why. But 5th place is Rusty Wallace, 184 points back. Dale Jarrett is 185 points back in 6th. 7th is Sterling Marlin, 190 points back. 8th is Tony Stewart after his win at Charlotte, 236 points back. 9th is Kevin Harvick. He has fallen back due to the finish at Charlotte, so he's 302 points back. And rounding out the top 10, 317 points back, is Matt Kenseth. Let's go ahead and look at the awards for the week. And we have Dale Earnhardt Jr., who's got the pole and also led the most laps of the race. All charged up goes to Jeff Burton. I should have looked to see how many positions he moved up. No, it's no real surprise though. Roush was good back then. They were really good back in the day, especially at at Charlotte. So Jeff Burton, Mark Martin, no surprise there. Mark Martin with the fastest pace of the race, that's no surprise, because he was catching me in a hurry until he got held up by the lap traffic. I believe that's Todd Sullivan, if I remember correctly. He is the rookie of the race. He is also a new driver. I don't have him in my roster. So yeah, Todd Sullivan is the rookie of the race, and he also had the most exciting pass of the race. That's debatable. I'd say my pass on Jonathan Wolf was the most exciting pass of the race, but it is what it is. Rookie of the year is still being led by Chad Chaffin. Pole awards, we're still leading with 5, but Dale Earnhardt Jr. has got his 2nd pole. Jackpot 5, no winner as of yet, because the top 5, the person who was in the top 5 at Las Vegas didn't win at Lowe's, but we have a chance to get a win, a no bull million at Daytona. So that's going to be good, and we have another chance at Richmond. So, and another chance at Talladega. So yeah, we have a few chances to get ourselves a no bull million. I'm gonna keep trying to rack those up, man. The more money, the better our car can be. Manufacturer is still being led by Chevy. That's no surprise there. Lap champion is still being led by Dale Jarrett. And then I think we're still in 3rd, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. has actually moved up. He's actually only 5 laps behind Dale Jarrett on this season. Oh man, guys, that was a heck of a race. It had pretty much everything that I would want. There was the intense racing early on, and then we had a little bit of a calm down. Field spread out quite a bit, which does happen at Charlotte. I mean, it's always happened, even back in the day. So you have that, and then we got some intense racing towards the end, but then the caution fell, and I was worried. And all of a sudden, I just got this Kyle Busch style restart and just had this huge run. And I was just like, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. And I know Wolf came down the block, and I'm like, I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing. But, you know, you give the person behind you that opportunity to get into you. I wasn't lifting. We had 3 to go. I wasn't lifting. I'm not apologetic about that. So I had to get the best finish I possibly could, because look where we're going next. Now, if you're new to this channel, you probably don't know. But if you are a returning subscriber and you're watching this, you know. You know the deal with Dover. Now, I have gotten better at Dover. You know, the last time I was only 1 lap down. But yeah, it's still Dover, and it's still a nightmare of a race. Terrifies me every time I come here. I hate going to Dover. Last season I actually simmed the Dover races because I didn't want to race them, because I didn't want to rage quit. I didn't do that towards the end at the second Dover race. I actually raced that one, and actually I didn't do as horrible as I thought I would. I was still a lap down, but I wasn't like multiple laps down. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do here. We got a new engine that just finished, which makes me wonder. I mean, we had some good speed here, so it kind of makes me wonder what would have happened. What would have happened if we had, the upgraded engine by then? But what are you going to do? It is what it is, and I will take a second place finish. Like I said, we need these good finishes, because at tracks like Dover, sponsor objective is out the window. So yeah, we're just going to try to do what we can. We're going to do the best we can. I need your guys' support as always. And man, just comment that hypeness down below. But yeah, guys, I think that's all for today. Oh man, or tonight, sorry, as you're watching this, it's tonight. So, anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in to McBlam Racing on McBlam Entertainment, where we try to bring a little bit of enjoyment to your day every day. If you enjoy these races, I do them every weekend following the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series. And again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at the Monster Mile.